What is up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we have a banger today. We have Ben, an awesome client of mine who lost 40 pounds in just 6 months, regained all of his confidence, also built up all of the habits necessary to continue losing weight and just overall live a healthy, active lifestyle whilst feeling amazing, right? So we touch on today with this interview some of the struggles Ben went through losing 40 pounds in 6 months. We also touch on some of the wins Ben experienced in the past 6 months, and then overall Ben's experience in the program. So guys, without further ado, buckle them seatbelts. Let's dive straight into this interview. Yeah, so Ben, can you start by sharing like a little bit about your fitness journey or your weight loss journey just prior to us having our first conversation, like where you were sort of at weight wise, mental health wise, like how you felt just before starting the program?
Yeah. Well, I was at like 340-ish, around like 340 when I got started with you. I'm now down to 308. And I just like I've literally tried everything I could before. Like I tried every possible like diet or workout or whatever, but nothing seemed to work, or it worked and then I plateaued and I didn't lose anything. Or it worked until like I got like a job that required me to work 16 hours a day, 5 days a week, that I just was too tired to do anything with afterwards. And so I ended up gaining like all my weight back and all that stuff. So I was like really just I hated it. I hated it, and I needed something. I needed help.
Yeah,
So,
awesome. No, I
because
love
I
it,
didn't
man.
know what to do, and I would go to the gym and be like, "What do I do? I don't know what I'm doing."
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, 100%. After trying all those different things as well, it's good to have it's like a roadmap, right? So you know you can just follow this and you get the certain result. But yeah, can you also share like some of the fears and concerns maybe you had, upon joining this program?
Yeah, like just I thought at first, like because I did try a bunch of other things and nothing worked. That like my first thought would be maybe I'm wasting my time and money and on another thing that's not going to work.
Yeah.
And that was mostly what was like my biggest concern was I'm just going to be wasting time and money on something that's still not helping me at all.
Yeah, 100%. I love that, man. And why did you feel that, seeing my Instagram profile and seeing me as your coach was the right decision?
Well, just because I saw that a lot of other people had like good results and whatnot, and I figured I've tried literally everything else. Why not try this before I really jump into like surgery I don't want or something?
Yeah. Cool. I love that, man. I love that. And how soon after joining the program did you start seeing the first results?
I want to say at least maybe 2 weeks, about 2 weeks or so after I started, when I like because I started the diet part first, and I didn't actually like start the workout part right off the bat.
Hmm.
So when I started doing like both the diet and the workout, like my first week I lost like 8 pounds.
Yeah, I remember it was crazy. No, that's
Yeah.
amazing. That's awesome, man. Well, share with me some of your main wins. Like what's some stuff that you accomplished over the past 6 months that you're proud of for yourself?
Uh, just being more active, like because before I was mostly just like work, 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 work. I always just did work. I would come home and then I would just kind of like sit down. And once I sat down, I was like done. I
Mm,
was like done for the day. Didn't want to do nothing, any of that stuff. I didn't think very highly a lot of the time. So now that I've been getting out and I'm getting compliments about how my shirt looks too big, or like I got a compliment the other day about like, oh, like I can actually see your jawline. And I was like, okay,
nice. Yeah.
cool.
That's awesome, man. That's amazing, dude. I love to hear that. And what role do you think the, weekly check-ins, the group chat, the community, the daily accountability from the program played into you getting these results?
Oh, I definitely needed the accountability because I feel like if I don't have someone, it's kind of like you're waiting on me to show what I'm doing. So I'm like, oh, well, now they're waiting on me. I have to do this kind of thing. Whereas before I was like, well, it's just me. I can just whatever, and I don't have to hold myself accountable for this or that or whatever. So having someone to be like, hey, I noticed that you didn't do this, you didn't do that, like what, having the accountability is what I really needed.
Yeah, I love that, man. I love that. Awesome. And what do you think is different now as opposed to when you first started when it comes to your habits, your mindset, just overall confidence?
Yeah, I didn't have like any type of confidence before. Like when I got started, like I didn't really have confidence in much. But now, my clothes are fitting better. I'm getting to be able to buy smaller sizes and stuff. That my confidence is definitely going up. And like hell, even earlier, like I was so exhausted at work and my back was hurting right between my shoulder blades. I'm like, I'm gonna lay on the floor for a moment and stretch my back out. And I'm laying down. I'm like, hey, I can see my rib cage.
True. That's awesome, man. It's those little wins,
Yeah,
man. Those little wins that only you would notice that mean so much as well. They're like they're like
yeah.
little success signs along the way. Like shit, like I'm doing this. Like this is working. I love that. Those little wins are super important, man. Always important to celebrate them as well. So that's great. I'm happy you shared that, man. And like overall, how do you think that your life has changed in the past 6 months? Since joining forces with me.
I think it's changed pretty well. Like I said, like I feel like I'm holding myself more accountable for things,
Good.
and I'm not like just kind of, oh, I'll just do this later. I'll do that later. I'll do this later. I have to do this. I'll do this later, kind of thing. I'm more like, no, you need to go do this. It's not just for you. It's not just because you have to, but you want to, kind of thing. Like I have to go do this. Like I know I need to go do this.
Yeah. Awesome. I love that, man. And
And like even today, I knew I was going to be running like a little bit late to go do things and stuff. And I knew I was going to be doing a lot of working at work. That I'm actually wearing ankle weights. I've been wearing ankle weights all day at work.
oh, really? True, man. It's
Yeah,
those little things. That's awesome. I love that, man. Good on you. That's amazing, man. I didn't even know that. Well, also curious too. Has what was my next question? Sorry, I have it written here. Oh yeah. Do you think there's any like activities or experiences that maybe before joining the program you didn't do or you sort of avoided as opposed to now being nearly 40 pounds down, more comfortable to do or you're more confident in doing any specific activities there?
yeah. So I have like one of my best friends. She loves to go walking around town all the time, and I hated going walking because where I live, it's mostly like a lot of hills.
Yeah.
And so I'm like trying to go up hills and all that, whatever. I'm like, nah, I'm like, you go for a walk. We'll hang out at your house later, whatever. And now, like, if I don't get my steps in, I'll be like, hey, I still need like 3,000 more steps, or whatever. You want to go for a walk and we'll go walking around town and this and that,
That's
whatever.
awesome.
So the fact that I'm actually getting out and walking more
Yeah.
is nice.
No, dude, that's awesome, 100%. And what advice would you give to anyone that's wanting to start their own weight loss journey?
To just like stop waiting and just do it.
Yeah,
Just do it.
I agree. 100%. I love it, man. And what are you proud of most accomplishing? Whether it's weight, whether it's habits, whether it's confidence, like what's the one thing that you think you're most proud of yourself for doing this?
Like that change of headspace.
Yeah, cool.
Like my headset of like where I was like, you know, do like a certain set of things, whatever. Like I changed like my way of thinking.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's huge, man. That's huge. And my last question, hoping you're going to say something nice about me here. I'm just joking. But is there anything that you would like to share to anyone if they've been considering, they've been watching my content for a while and they're maybe thinking about joining the program or hire me to help them lose weight? Is there anything you'd share to them?
Yeah, that it's like it. Let's see how I say this. It's always great to do. Like it's nice to get in there to have someone help you because I know I needed the help. Like I didn't know what to do in the gym. I didn't know like I knew how to eat right, but before this, I didn't know that. Like, I was just like I switched my eating to like vegan, thinking it's healthy. But
True.
what I realized is that I'm missing a lot of my protein. Like I wasn't getting a lot of my protein, and with this diet, with having to talk to you and your people, that and showing them what I eat and figuring out what's good for me is that I realized I needed more protein in my diet. I think that was what was missing for a lot of it. And I needed help in the gym. You showed me how, like, gave me a routine and told me what to do. And even your app, like on the app, it shows how to actually do the workouts as
Yeah.
well, not just go, oh, hey,
Yeah.
just do this. It
Mhm.
actually shows you what you should be doing, and there's videos and all that. So
Mhm.
that, like, it's a great, like, starter. Like, if you need help and you don't know where to go, like, it's a great starter program to, like, really get you into knowing, like, oh, hey, we can do this. This is where part of my problem is, and this is where to start and all
Yeah.
that.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.